Wait, hello and welcome to this week's vlog. Vlog number 1 of this brand new channel. Well, of course, I've certainly been spending a little bit of time with the eastern indigo snake. Why wouldn't I? What a fantastic creature indeed. A lifelong dream realised. But it's not all been about snakes. We've been to schools too. A lot of schools. Thank goodness the coronavirus thing's kind of gone from my point of view, in so much as schools are back in action and I'm back to work doing what I love and what Raptor Exotics is set up to do. And today we've actually been talking about nocturnal animals at a local school, and Norma the hedgehog featured heavily. Well, Norma's going back into her enclosure, and typically she'd been out meeting children all morning, good as gold. Now she's gone shy. Very shy. And Norma's story is quite an interesting one. She was brought to a rescue as a baby, really, a youngster, very sick, massively starved, and she was that bad they didn't think she'd make it, but she did. And she was nicknamed Psycho because she was the most reactive, kind of aggressive in a way, hedgehog they'd ever nursed back to health. And it was only when they sort of started thinking about releasing her that they realised she was actually like that, because she was congenitally blind. She couldn't see from birth. She's got eyes, they don't work at all. She doesn't know when it's day, she doesn't know when it's night, so obviously she's coming out a lot in the day. She's starving because her food source isn't there really in the daytime, and she's being hassled by other animals. So she's been an educational hedgehog now for some years, and she was given to us because their work going into schools had kind of laxed quite a bit, and the people that rescued her, the hedgehog rescue, really wanted her to be meeting children and be an ambassador for her kind. And of course, children today in the UK, hedgehogs are something of a rarity. Many school children have never seen a wild hedgehog, and anyone as old as me will remember when these guys were super common and absolutely in everybody's garden. Not anymore. There's stuff we can do to help them, and her job really is to be an ambassador and help children and adults learn about hedgehogs, and just as importantly, their plight, on what we can do to help these guys at home, in your garden if you've got a garden. So proper wildlife conservation starting at home, and that's of course where it should start, right here where you live, where you can make a tangible difference. So we're going to put her back, let her snuggle up. She's gone shy again. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Oh, very quickly, because it is beautiful, one more animal that made today's educational talk. Have a look at this. A Brazilian rainbow boa. It really needs the sunlight to show off that rainbow iridescence, but you can just about get the idea. What a terrific, beautiful, hold on, snake. Brazilian rainbow boa is absolutely mesmerising patterns and colours. It looks like it's been doodled on with a felt tip pen with a rainbow iridescence. Look at that. All over its body. Anyway, the vlog must go on. Check out the rest. So it's Friday. I'm just heading up to Icarus Falconry to feed the birds and generally tend to anything that needs tending to. We've been to school this morning, as you guys know. I was having to drive over there, I've got to pull over. Now, one thing I can't abide, it's negativity, negative after negative posts on social media, or worse still, social media trolls. They're like black holes to positive energy, aren't they? Just sucking up everyone else's upbeatness, really. And this channel certainly won't be a negative void for sure. For me, it's all about positivity and, you know, trying to keep yourself happy. Happiness is the meaning of life, whether you like it or not, it is. And really, if you're one of those sort of negative trolley type peoples, really, I'd say to you, just go outside, go out into the countryside if you can get there. I realise people living in a city, even a nice park, just go outside among nature. It's an instant cure to depressive state of mind, even if it's temporary. Get yourselves out there and perk yourselves up. It's a different place to be than indoors or in a city for sure. But on a slightly negative note, I'm just driving over to Icarus and it made me remember, or just sort of think about, I'm going to tell you guys, Icarus Falconry has been around a very, very long time. We're habitually #1 in Northamptonshire on TripAdvisor for something to do, if you like. And that's because of our wonderful setting in the Holdenby House estate. It's really because of our staff, who are mega upbeat and very knowledgeable, and they ensure that your experience day with us flying the birds of prey is second to none. It really is. We've got the setting for the birds, we've got the staff that are just there to make your day incredibly special, and we've got the birds, a really great variety of birds, from tiny owls to eagles and vultures and everything in between. So when a business has worked so hard and the staff have worked so hard to get that good at what we do and offer such incredible value for money, it's a bit annoying when you find a business that does a similar thing to a much lower standard in another county is ripping off your business. So there's a guy in Leicestershire that's got a Falconry centre. We're in Northamptonshire in the UK. And a year or so ago, I Googled Icarus Falconry because I couldn't remember my own postcode. I thought I'll just Google it quickly and find a postcode off our website. And I clicked on Icarus Falconry on the Google search. Now, there's only one Icarus Falconry in the world, so if you put in Icarus Falconry, obviously it should only be us that comes up at the top there. But no, I clicked on Icarus Falconry, and it took me to this guy's website. He'd actually paid someone to run a Google advert and steal our website name and link it to his. So how ludicrous is that? People that are regular customers were accidentally, as I did, clicking on his website, and they were buying a voucher for an experience day for someone else that was ripping off our website. So words were hard, and he dropped that off of his Google advert, rightly so, absolute con man. And then this year, would you believe it, he's put in his AdWords search sort of meta tags Northamptonshire. So even now, if I Google my own website, Icarus Falconry, above that is an advert, a Google ad, and it says Falconry in Northamptonshire. This guy isn't even in Northamptonshire. Now, what's sad about this is, you know, healthy competition, blah, blah, blah in business. There's us in Northamptonshire. There's a Falconry centre that does experience days that's fantastic in Derbyshire. There's this miserable tow rag in Leicestershire. There's one in Cambridgeshire, one in Bedfordshire. We don't need to be like that with it when it comes to competition. And Falconry has always been a gentleman's sport. Equal opportunities, but a gentleman's sport, you know what I mean, a gentle person's sport. And everyone I know that runs a business related to birds of prey or falconry would help me with something, as I would help them across the UK, even into other countries. That's what we're like. We help each other. And then you get a fly in the ointment like this that blatantly wants to rip off other companies and trade off their hard work and good name. Top it off, this guy at Christmas, he's put illegal road signs up all around the county of Northamptonshire advertising his business, 2 of them within a mile from my Falconry centre. How ridiculous is that? So for me, I certainly don't need that kind of negativity in my life. My staff that work so hard, they don't need people turning up on our doorstep that have thought they've bought vouchers for Icarus Falconry, and we've had to say to them, no, you're not down to come today. And there seems to be some confusion. They get their vouchers out. They've paid for some vouchers for a lesser place, far away from where they live, genuinely thinking they're coming to treat themselves for a day with us. So negativity there. But of course, words have been said. The guy is adamant he's not going to change his mind. and be a gentleman, which is fair enough. That's up to him, of course. And of course, you know, the windy weather that we're going to get in the next day or three, I imagine most of his signs in North Hampshire, they're going to blow down and disappear, aren't they? They're probably not putting the ground very well. And so it goes on. So that's probably one of the only whinges you're ever going to hear me talk about on this vlog, or indeed this channel. It's not me. It annoys me. It's not going to do anything else. We're going to sort that problem out. So I'm going to head off to the Falconry Centre, get some of these birds fed. I might get time to show you one or two little things, or just have a little tour of the Falconry Centre. So keep watching the vlog. Come and join Wurzel and I for a quick tour of the Falconry Centre. Let's go inside and see what we can see. Come on. Well, it's mid-November here, and the first thing you're going to notice is leaves, especially over here. So we've got a beautiful blossom avenue here, cherries, cherry blossom. This time of year, they've finally lost their leaves. Thank goodness, because it becomes a fruitless task sweeping them up every week or every day. I know, Wurzel, every day, and not actually getting them up. So finally the leaves are off. Thank you. Finally the leaves are off, and we can really get on. Now next weekend's earmarked for that, and we've got a brilliant bit of kit, a billy goat that kind of hoovers them up like a giant lawnmower, thanks to Bob Wilson, the tree surgeon. But come and have a look. So we've got the lodge here where our staff and guests can warm up or have a cup of tea, and there's some amazing artwork in here. And on the left hand side, or the left hand side even, you've got some fantastic prints and paintings from our own Emily, who is the falconer here, or one of our two main falconers here. Always a nice gift for those people on our experience days. In here we've got a tawny owl, and we've got, oh look at this lovely bench carved by Bob Wilson and donated by Emily's dad Keith Mortimer. What a wonderful gift, and it's to commemorate my nan. The sign says it all. We've got a Lana falcon having a rest there. This is one of our tortoise areas for the giant sulcata tortoises. They're pretty much in now. As you can see, it's kind of looking derelict. They're in for winter. They don't hibernate, so they're in a heated enclosure. We've got a spectacled owl, beautiful European eagle owl. Now it's Friday. Fridays is the staff's day off. You know, these guys work so hard, they actually have to have a day off. And today, pretty much all the birds on a Friday, apart from one or two, they get a rest. So I've been going around feeding them. If you're squeamish, look away now, because this yellow-billed kite is tucking into its lunch. One of our barn owls up there, and of course Pedro. Everybody knows Pedro comes on our experience days because he's tiny with a magnificently huge character. The burrowing owl. And so it goes on, a great variety of birds. Remember, this isn't a zoo. Now you can come and visit us along with the gardens of Holdenby House during the summer, the spring and summer into early autumn months. Steady on spot. And I guess in a way it is a zoo on those weekends, isn't it? Because some of the animals are there to come and look at, but it's very interactive. We put on falconry displays all through the summer, and of course animal educational talks every day at the weekend as well through those summer months. But the core purpose here of Icarus Falconry, the core purpose is hands-on experience days with birds of prey, whether it's the magnificent milk eagle owl or the bald eagle here, and everything in between. And you can imagine the little tiny Pedro the burrowing owl, he's probably the most popular one here. There's Azure the peregrine, she's not away, she's going to have a little bit of work today, but the other falcons all chilling out for the day. But just have a look at the place. It is absolutely gorgeous, even at this time of year. And we have the further estate outside the walls here to fly these birds with you. Tawny owls in the woods, Chilean blue eagle buzzards soaring on the hill. We really have got the best setting for any falconry experience day. Now look at this, this is VLGOG. This is, believe it or not, a gravel path edged with lawn, or it was last week. These have been gradually falling off. Thank goodness they're finally off. You can see where the staff are sort of, I don't know if it comes out on the film, you can see where the staff have made an effort and on a daily basis swept the leaves into piles. You can't even see the piles anymore, but it's bare. Time to get on and hoover those suckers up. The worst job, I think. I'd rather be cleaning out poo in aviaries than cleaning up those ruddy leaves. So there you have it. Icarus falconry looking beautiful at its very worst. So you can imagine how fantastic the place looks through spring and summer. The buddleia there, full of flowers, full of those big summer vanessed butterflies, the red admirals, peacocks, painted ladies and tortoiseshells. And in here, not now, but in the summer, is where Norma, our rescue hedgehog, lives. And she's a key part in our talks because our weekend animal talks, 80% of them are about British wildlife. That's where we are. That's the wildlife that matters most to us. Of course it has to be. It's the stuff we can tangibly do stuff for and help. Check out the rest of the vlog. So, mid-November, and here we are in Norfolk. Now, we've come for a couple of days away. Anyone that runs businesses, works really hard, and is renovating an old house will know the only way you get a break is if you actually go away from all of it. Staying at home, not going to work, isn't an option, because that is work. There's loads to do. So we've come to see the seals. It's the time of year where they're pupping, and at Horsey Gap, if you live in the UK on the Norfolk coast, brilliant place to see seals. It's well regulated. You've got, you know, wardens there and so on and so forth, so they're not disturbed while they're on the beach giving birth and raising their pups. They're not a big interest. I'm not a seal mad fan, but fascinating and beautiful. Well worth a trip. Enjoy. How to save calories and get back to the sea. at this. Spent quite a lot of my time in Norfolk and the coastline around. And they say about staycations, you know, it's like the bleak midwinter. It's the middle of November. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll be back in the spring and I'll show you why. We'll be back to check these guys out in a future vlog come spring for sure. Pretty much my favourite British animal. Now there's going to be people that relate to this on both sides, but we've just paid to park in a car park that's empty, and we parked away from everyone else and said, but the next person that comes into this car park will park right next to the van. Oh my god, there's the van in the centre of the screen. The car to the left has just pulled up. This is how big the car park is. And we've parked away from the meter. What is it with humans, eh? Hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog from the stunning Norfolk coastline. Click like and subscribe, tap on the bell notification so you can keep up to date as and when the next vlog appears, as well as our other videos. Keep watching the channel. Thanks guys.